Hi there, Capricorns. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at the week February 22nd through February 28th. And on Monday, February 22nd, the Virgo full moon marks the monthly completion point in the moon's growth cycle. This Sun-Moon opposition in Pisces Virgo is the perfect reminder that worry is a huge misuse of your time, energy, and your imagination. And if you're going to make something up, make it positive. Since Virgo's tendency to worry and Pisces' love of flights of fancy will be out in full force at this full moon, it's up to you to make both energies work without getting obsessive or compulsively lost in your own dreams. Pisces energy is doubled on Sunday, February 28, when the Sun has its annual but short-lived meet-up with Neptune, the nautical ruler of Pisces. At the highest level, this highly sensitive Sun-Neptune combination can be the muse that stimulates spirituality, healing, and the arts. And of course, for you, it's in your third house of conversations and communications, and a very good match for you, Pisces and Capricorns. You're the business side and Pisces are the creative side, and I always find that those couples are always a good match. However, it can make it more than easy to overlook the obvious, especially if the obvious is something that scares you or makes you feel uncomfortable, Capricorns. Now, that full moon in Virgo, of course, is transiting your fellow Earth sign, your ninth house of overseas travel, higher education, and higher thought, and not taking everything such on face value, looking further than what the news tells us or further than what we do a quick glimpse of, the latest headlines. And if something sparks your interest, you go further into it. And that's that ninth house of higher education, thinking, development, and where you elevate yourself to a spiritual side of looking at things. And, for earth signs, I think that can be just a little bit more difficult because you tend to dally in black and white, and spiritual stuff is definitely in shades of gray, and spiritual stuff is not for everybody. I often find that people, when you talk about spirituality and the goddess and the universe, and especially in America where I live, it's much more, you can talk about God and Jesus a lot more than you can talk about a lot of other things, which I find interesting. So just open yourself up. If someone comes along and gives you some sort of lesson that you didn't ask for, but they just say something or point you towards something, follow that lead. It could lead you to something really mind-altering and something that you actually need. Have a great week, Capricorns. Great speaking to you, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.